What's going on, Chief? You need to be careful of pleasure. Beware of the pleasures that will set you off course. There are so many things in this world that are disguised behind pleasure, that want to tempt you, that could ruin you completely. That could set you off course enough to ruin your goals. To ruin the man you are now. That will feel good in the moment, that instant gratification. But you're trading those seconds, minutes, maybe hours of pleasure for possibly even weeks of pain. Moderation, discipline, introspection, those three things are needed to understand and moderate yourself. I believe you should have an enjoyable life, healthy pleasures, and sometimes indulging in maybe destructive ones, if you're in control. But if you are slave to your impulses, only going from where the next happiness source is, you're going to be a husk, bro. Because there are so many things that are trying to grab your attention away. It's pleasurable to wake up and fucking masturbate to pornography. It's pleasurable to watch YouTube in bed all day until it isn't. Sometimes you have to eat the frog. Sometimes you have to just do difficult things. Sometimes you're just going to feel shit doing it. But trying to avoid that, bro, always going where the pleasure will be, ironically, will leave you depressed and hollow. And so many people are like this. So many people know the answer though. They know that they shouldn't be doing this. They can't stop themselves because all they believe, or their only belief, is their impulses. In a way, that's their religion. Pleasure is their religion. That's terrifying to me. Because how worth it is it, bro? How worth it is that little pleasure in the moment? You feel the want for it. Your brain's convincing you it's a good idea, and without even thinking, you go for it. Maybe you eat that junk food. You order fucking McDonald's. You watch that sexual content. You have those pints, that alcohol. Your brain was convincing you it was a good idea. Maybe there's coke, maybe you think you deserve it, whatever. How do you feel afterwards, bro? Because you did that to yourself. That depression you feel, that sadness, disappointment, that's because of you. Because you failed. You failed to realize that what happens with your emotions and your temptation doesn't mean that's what you have to do. You made the wrong choice and that is your fault. How you are right now is a result of your choices, nobody else's. You are in control. And I don't give a shit how comfortable it made you feel. You are weak for choosing that. And that is the truth. Am I saying never make these choices? No, bro. But when you feel that assessment in the moment, you feel the emotions, the temptation, you have to use your pragmatism in your brain and understand, is it going to be a positive ROI, return on investment? Because if you just go for it without thinking about it, then you're just a slave to your impulses. Do you really deserve it, bro? Do you really need it? A lot of the times, the answer is no. And yes, sometimes you might slip up and you might just go for it. But as long as those choices are fewer than the ones that were intentional, then you're making progress towards being a disciplined individual, right? You shouldn't hate yourself for being a slave to your impulses, but you shouldn't let yourself off either. You need to be accountable, because no one else is going to do that for you. Beware of your pleasures, bro. Just because it feels good now does not mean it's good for you. I know that's difficult. We live in a world where people are trying to hijack our brain, our dopamine levels. But a lot of the time, bro, the thing that's best for you is the thing that feels shit in the moment. And if you can learn to do that, you will be able to do anything. Make your pleasures more intentional, bro, and you will enjoy them more. Make them feel earned. Stop being a child. Start being a man. Say less. Do more.